Hey, this is GVM, and this is my very short review of the Beyond Global HG Gundam RX-78 2 in the Gundam base limited colors. Now, this was a birthday gift to me from my cousin, and this is I also built this during my birthday. And suffice to say, uh, other people have already reviewed this. This is a very, I wouldn't say old, but it's not a recent kit. It's recent in terms of it hasn't been a decade at least for it, and it's still very advanced. Like, the articulation is amazing. However, accessory wise, uh, this shield is very small. Like, it's a good thing I have some other HG kits near me. This is the uh, HG Discovery GM missile pod cannon type, and as you can see, the shield difference alone is kind of annoying, but it's fun in that, well, you can pose it a bit better. But yeah, also, since this is a very short review, I'm gonna highlight more on what I think looks good on it, and it's the color, the blue. Now, I believe I've said this in other videos before, but to those unfamiliar, I am cursed with having blue kits, but for once I like this kind of blue because it feels different from the ones I have. Now, what I mean by that is, this blue is something unique in all my other kits. Like, I do have a lot of bluish kits, but most of that are just the Gyans, the Camphor, the Goofs, the Double O's, but not like this. This blue is more like Thunderbolt Gundam blue. I don't have a Thunderbolt Gundam, but I do have the Thunderbolt Ground Gundam Type S and the GM Thunderbolt Animation Type, but they're in a hefty amount of boxes right now, so it's a bit difficult to get them here. And so, as you can see, the articulation on the legs alone are already superb. Although the back skirt, which is movable, which is very rare in most Gundam and GM cases, we don't normally see any movement from the back skirts unless they're higher grades, like the master grade, the real grade, although that one's a bit of a stretch at times. And the articulation on the legs are just superb. The only thing I dislike is this part in the tie. When it does that, I have to ensure that I'm posing it properly. And another aspect I don't like are on the arms. The articulation is superb still, but there's some issues I personally dislike, such as the lack of a customization aspect, like a 3mm peg or hole. But I could just drill a bit. However, due to the construction of the kit, specifically this inner frame this inner frame part here, there is, it's not hollow like other HG kits can get sometimes. So even if I tried to drill a small hole, it wouldn't get the diameter I want to, for a stable peg system. So that's just my personal issue. I could just glue a peg on there, but I've done that before and it's never that great. Also, I don't have any issues with the base adapter here, other than this flap is very annoying at times when it does move. Another thing I like is, well, the chest movement is different here on the Beyond Global, but it's a bit different from other HGs. The head is also different, albeit when I put on the sticker, the Soul sticker, I believe, I didn't get it properly. I wanted to paint it, but it was the only sticker, so I decided to just put it in. This is it's basically just panel lines, the only sticker, and the green sensor over there on top. Here is painted. It's also painted here, but not as visible. Also, the beam sabers aren't bad. They come in one piece, so I really like it when the beam sabers come in one piece. You can paint them in one go. Another nitpick I have on this kit is the backpack. At first glance, it's your regular backpack, but then you open it up and surprisingly, well, it looks like it can use the universal adapters of our modern age. It cannot. The diameter of the holes together are too close. So, I mean, you could modify it, but for me, who is mostly a straight builder, I usually just plug in and that's it. So I'm stuck with this, but you do have the option of this singular hole over here. Also, you can't put it on the thrusters, sadly. I did try that at first, but it didn't work. And for the thrusters, I am going to try something. Where is it? It's from the Build Fighters line of custom stuff. Here, shoddily painted thruster pack, a unit. Now, it doesn't stick all the way in. I mean, it can stick, but it can fall off easily as well. So what you should do is apply maybe a bit of super glue or clear acrylic, and then just wait for it to dry, and then yeah, it's not an issue. I don't know why it has such compatibility with a 3mm hole, but not enough to stick it in there longer. But you can do that. This hole is for the beam rifle, which glaringly is just sticking out of the beam rifle over here. The beam rifle is also very easy to just build, and as we are slowly about to end this video, As I said, very short video. Be careful with the shield because I didn't check the instructions after building the kit, but you have to, let me use the right arm here, you have to open this up a bit to attach this this segment of the shield so that you can then put this handle together and then it sticks because again there's no 3mm hole to plug the shield with. And lastly, you get a holding hand for the right arm and a left open hand for the left arm, and a pair of SB13 beam sabers which are pinkish red. So that's all for it. See?